Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tracy Mayhew, and if you've not been here before, I write contemporary romances set here in the UK, and I also write YA fantasy based on myths and legends. I also like to share books written by indie authors, and today is one of those videos. Today I will be reviewing Pendragon Rising, The Bearer of the Shield. This is the second book in the series Pendragon Rising by J.A. Graham. Based around Arthurian mythology and legends, and I have to say this book is every bit as good as the first book, if not better. If you've not seen my review of the first book, I will leave it up in the cards, and I will also leave a link to it down below as well, so you can check it out in the description when you've watched this one. The story starts straight from where the first book left off, and our heroes are they're going off on a quest to find someone that has been thought of as long dead, but I'm not going to say who it is because I do not want to give away any spoilers. As always, this is a no spoiler review, so if you're looking for clues and spoilers, this is not the place to be. So along the way, they run into many dangers and many threats, and they have many life-threatening situations to deal with. And because of that, this book is a fast-paced, punchy read. It's quite short as well, so you don't have to dedicate loads of time to it either. Each book so far in the series has been quite short, quite punchy, really fast paced, and I really appreciate that. So let's talk about the characters in this book. Our main trio, Arian, Shyla and Van, all continue to develop in this book. As you would expect from the first book, you get to learn a little bit more about them. First, we have Arian, who is the leader. He has a real sense of what's right and wrong, and he's just a really sweet character as well. I really like him as a main character. Then you have Shyla, who's possibly my favourite of the three. She is unswervingly loyal. She's just always there for Arian and always there for Van. And Lancelot, actually, as well. She's just the one that everyone can rely on. She's like the rock of the group, I think. And then you have Van, who is the mage. He is a bit of a comic relief character, I think, at times, but at the same time, he's desperate to try and step up to be the kind of person in the group that people can rely on, and I think he's getting there with that. I think he's the first book he was a bit more of a comic relief. This book he's a bit more kind of like he's trying really hard to help and be of use, and he's also a very supportive character for Arian and Shyla as well. The friendship between the three of them is strengthened in this book, and it's lovely to see them determined to help each other, determined to support each other. No matter what happens, they're always there for each other, and I think when the shield comes into play, that's a really good metaphor for their friendship. In this story, Lancelot continues his role of mentor, particularly to Arian, but to all three really as well. He's there for all of them. I really like this twist because usually it's Merlin who is the mentor character, so it's nice to let one of the other characters step forward. I feel like there is a bit more to learn about Lancelot, and I'm looking forward to that because although he's a mentor and he's there, I just feel there's more to his story that I'd like to kind of delve into, and I really hope J.A. Graham does that in future books, but we'll wait and see on that one. So as the story continues, the lore and the mythology of the world continues to grow. We as the reader are kind of like taken along for the ride. We learn things as soon as our trio learn things. So they're learning things for the first time alongside us. And I never get the feeling that there's any like info dumping in these books. Sometimes with fantasy you have the risk of like the author just dumping all the information into huge paragraphs and pages long, but I never get the feeling that is happening here, so that's really cool. I really enjoyed that. I don't like the books where you just feel like you're reading a textbook rather than a fantasy book, and this certainly doesn't feel like you're reading a textbook. So just a quick note about the villains. I love a good villain. I've made no secret about this on this channel. And in this story, you get a little bit more of an insight into the darker side of the story. So you get a little bit more insight into what Mordred's doing, what he's planning. There's another villain as well that comes into it that I was really drawn to as well. I won't say too much again because of spoilers. There are some genuinely creepy moments that these characters create for our heroes, particularly in the caves. If you read the book, you'll know what I mean. And I really hope that this continues through the rest of the series because I do like seeing the good side as well as the bad side. I like that kind of like counterbalance. As before, I received an advanced reader copy of this book, and this is my honest review. So if you are interested in this book, I will leave a link down below in the description box. I do recommend it. I love Arthurian myth. I love Arthurian legend. I love this book. I love this series. So if you are like me and a fan of King Arthur, Knights of the Round Table, table and all that good stuff, you're going to want to read this book. Well, you're going to want to read this series. So I would highly recommend it. So I will leave a link, as I say, down below in the description box. But that's it for now. I will be back soon with another indie read. I think it will probably be a romance next. No, actually it won't. It will be another fantasy because I am reading another arc for the moment. And then after that it will be a romance, I think, because I'm ready for a little bit of romance in my life, I think. So until the next time, I will see you later. Have a great week and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I also occasionally, when I read, I also run... No, we'll do that bit again. So let's talk about the characters in this book. First of all, we have Arian, who he has... No, hold on. And I really... What did I do that for? As you all know, I love a villain. I love a good villain. And this is no different... No, let's start that again. As before, I received an advanced reader copy. As with the first book, I reviewed... No, why can't I speak? Take a breath.